Do not wait for fortune to smile on you. Prepare yourself with knowledge. These were words by the famous bacteriologist that discovered penicillin. You never know what life may bring you, and all you can do is study your chemistry, biology, mathematics, literature, and hope that you're prepared when the time comes. Today I'm going to tell you the story of Alexander Fleming, who did not know that he would accidentally stumble upon the greatest discovery of medicine. I chose to do my ancient hero on Alexander Fleming because of two reasons. One, I live with a couple of pathologists, and it's quite impossible to hear or not hear of any kind of bacterial infection. Secondly, I have a huge interest in going into pharmacy. So it is just proper for me to do it on someone that's been a big help in the medicine field. Though Alexander Fleming was not a pharmacist, in the early 1900s, pharmacy was not too apt, so they relied on biologists and pathologists to find medicine. I would like to discover new medicines in the future, so we will start with the life of Fleming. Fleming was born in 1881. He is the seventh of his 8 siblings. They were raised on a farm in Scotland that was isolated from most of the other parts. They often played in the valleys and the woods, where he often said, "We unconsciously learned a great deal from nature." At the age of 14, he followed his brother Tom to London to enroll in school. However, soon after he went into a regiment for the Boer War in 1899. His regiment never saw battle, though. After he returned, he decided he was going to go into medical school. He chose this because one of his older brothers had an established practice in London. After earning top scores in his medical examinations, he chose to go to school at St. Mary's University. He would stay there for his entire career doing research and discovering his new fields. One of his other discoveries was lysosome enzyme. It's found in bodily fluids, much like our tear ducts. In summer of 1928, Fleming left his laboratory open with bacterial petri dishes. He forgot to store his cultures in the incubator, and so he left them out for an exposed period of time. Downstairs, one of his colleagues was working on a form of mold, some form of penicillin mold. After Fleming arrived back to his lab, he started discarding his cultures and observed the mold's effects on all of his bacteria. In 1929, he wrote an article explaining a lot of the discoveries that he had found the mold had processed. He never used the mold or penicillin as a medicine. He only used it as a way to differentiate between the different bacterial types. In 1932, he abandoned all work on penicillin. It was picked up 8 years later by Florian Chain, who would later share the Nobel Prize in 1945 with Fleming. Louis Pasteur famously noted, "Chance favors only the prepared mind." We never know what will come to us in the accidental stroke of luck, so no matter what you may stumble on, prepare yourself with knowledge and hope that you'll be prepared when that day comes.